Happy New Year, Max.
Hey, Happy New Year. I hate New Year's.
It's 2018.
Yeah.
It sounds so futuristic.
That's a good point.
I mean, I remember watching movies back in the day, and every time I was in the future, it was always, 2018.
Right. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the year itself.
Yeah, and here we are, and it's like, okay, well, it's just present day. It doesn't feel futuristic.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been much change or growth.
It feels like we're going backwards.
Way backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like New Year's. I swear it gets more and more boring. I never stay up anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to when I was a dumbass. I'm still a dumbass, but I don't stay up to celebrate a new year of shit.
You don't even make it to midnight?
No! You do?
I do.
Yeah, because you go hang out with Hunchoki and Hapapa, and you guys make tapas and stay up until midnoto. I don't do that shit.
Midnoto?
You know what? Our tradition these days, every New Year's, I'd say for the past 3, watch about 6 or 7 episodes of Cops. Well, we're up in the wine country, of course. This time we were in Los Olivos. We had dinner at the Hitching Post. So we go back to the hotel and we watch 6 or 7 episodes of Cops, and then we're in bed by 10:30.
You guys are just old, basically.
It's just, what is the point of staying up? For what? To watch the ball drop?
I don't know.
It's my worst night. Did you see the ball drop?
I did not, no.
So what did you do?
I was on a cruise ship.
That's right. You cannot bring that up yet.
Right.
You cannot bring that up yet. I'm so excited to hear this story. That's so great.
We have to start with some bad news, though.
Oh, I was going to talk about screener season. Go ahead.
let's at least get the bad stuff, and then we'll go up. We'll start down and go up. Right after the New Year's.
Jesus, you're a grim fucker, man.
Well, it's just reality. We could talk about modern day society, and that's
Happy
grim.
New Year. Let's talk about the guy who died.
Well, but he's important.
Of course he's important.
Well,
we have to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I just didn't think we'd be talking about it so
Well,
soon.
I'm thinking we go low and then we end up.
Okay.
You don't want to start up and then end
Listen,
on a downer.
Any way you want to go with it, man.
We have to honor
Yes.
Hilton Silverman. Uncle Hilton unfortunately died.
I died of blood cancer. It sucked, but I'm glad to be gone because I'm soaring through the cosmos in spite of who you are.
Amazing dude, man. He was in our family, and he is your stepmom's
Brother. Right.
And what's so funny is I was thinking about this. You entered this family through like the back door. You're lucky. Like your dad married Sheila, who is related to Hilton and whose nephew is my stepdad, Tom. So that's a backdoor. I had to go right into the family because Tom was like in the heart of it. He was one of the Silverman children.
Right.
He married my mom, and then boom, next thing you know, I am in the relatives.
You're in.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised I didn't get any shit for not going out to Colorado to go to the service for Hilton.
I have no idea why you didn't get shit. You might get shit later.
Probably.
Yeah, there's probably going to be post shit for you.
But going back, so who was Hilton?
Hilton is my stepmother's brother.
Right.
So he's my uncle, and he was a I don't know. You can call me.
He was a
Swami.
mystic.
He was a mystic, Swami.
He was a healer.
Zen master, sailor.
A soothsayer.
Yes. Just a guy who was in the cosmos.
Yeah.
And now he's literally in the cosmos.
Yeah.
Looking down and probably going to be, I don't know, a spirit guide to everybody up there.
Yeah. He was my Yoda. He was my Jedi master growing up. I met him when I was 11, and he terrified the crap out of me. Because, my stepdad starts dating my mom. I don't like my stepdad back then. I love him now. But, who's this guy dating my mom? What's a Jew? Like, I didn't know what a Jew was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what a bagel was.
Right.
I didn't know what
the whole culture
was. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. I didn't know Yiddish.
But that's better than most Jews.
Oh, yeah. And I got into this family of my stepdads, and it made me like my stepdad more. But the first time I ever met Hilton was at your stepmom and dad's, your dad and your dad's house. And boy, Hilton lived in Colorado, so he'd fly out here to see clients. He would like hide them in a room.
Well, let's go back. He had clients because
Yeah.
he was kind of a spiritual, psychic
Right.
advisor
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah. And he was very effective. I mean, people came and saw him, paid him money.
Oh, a lot.
Help me.
Yeah. And he did.
He would put you in a dark room, and he'd go, breathe deep. You will be fine. All will be well. It doesn't matter.
That's what you would be paying for.
Right.
To have this little bearded man who wore hospital scrubs, make you feel so good.
Right. And feel connected to something.
So he would come and stay at your dad's place.
Right.
And what was so great is I went over there for the first time. I don't know why I was there, but Hilton is swimming naked in the Black Bottom pool. Do you remember that pool?
No, I remember the pool. I don't remember a naked Hilton.
Oh, Hilton! They're always naked. They're
Right.
total hippies.
Yeah. No, I remember a lot of nudity. I just don't remember him being naked.
Oh God! The first time I saw him, he was naked.
Okay.
And he's in the pool, and I'm 11, and he's looking at me, and he goes,
Take off your clothes. Get in the water. We don't wear suits here.
and scared the shit out of me because I was raised going to Zuma Beach wearing trunks.
Right.
I didn't know anything about skinny dipping. But I was like, okay, and I'm a little boy. I was like, is this guy gonna is he a pedo?
Yeah, it's gonna, is he the Kevin Spacey of the 70s?
Yeah, but he was surrounded by chicks,
Right.
Even though he was married to Aunt Linda, and I got in the water with him. But boy, as time went by, I got so close to him because he'd come out and start staying at our house. And that's when he started to see clients like Carrie Fisher and Terry Garr and Carrie Fisher's mom, Debbie Reynolds, and
Right.
Michael Phillips, the producer of Taxi Driver, and, Brad Davis, the star of Midnight Express.
And they would come over.
They would come over and hang out just like people.
Right.
And I knew who these people were because I was starting to get into cinema. And Brad Davis, the star of Midnight Express, because of Hilton, came and saw one of my plays.
Oh, cool.
And I met Carrie Fisher a bunch of times. But then as I started to get closer to Hilton, he became my mystic leader.
Right.
He taught me things, man. I tell you what, I was 16, 17 years old. I had my high school girlfriend, Lisa. Lisa, her parents were so uptight, but for some reason, after they talked to Hilton and Linda, my girlfriend's parents allowed her to fly out to Colorado with me and stay with Hilton and Linda
Wow.
at their beautiful cabin up in the mountains of Golden, Colorado. Are you kidding me? I was fucking this chick under their roof, and they were welcoming of it.
Right.
Because they were hedonists. It was all about,
Life is beautiful. Have sex. Swim naked. Get in the hot tub. Have some weed.
Which sounds amazing.
they're hedonists.
It's
They're
the way
hippie-
life should be.
Yes.
Just enjoy life until you go.
I'd wake up in the morning. Where's my girlfriend? She's out on the sun deck in the mountains with Linda, stark naked, hanging out. And I'm like, this is the life. So one night, dude, I'm standing out on the balcony with Hilt. And he had a study because he worked with crystals and he did all this amazing stuff. And we're overlooking this beautiful, I'm not going to cry on this show again. We're overlooking this beautiful valley at night full of fog because he was way, way up there in the mountains. And Hilton used to wear this black cloak with a hood on it. It was so scary.
Even walking around his house?
Yeah, just he's like,
I want to show you.
well, we were doing some mystical work, metaphysical work together.
Right.
I want to show you something.
Okay. You can believe me or not, but I'm telling you, this is what happened. We stood out on the balcony. It must have been 30 degrees, overlooking the dark valley at night. There's clouds underneath us because that's how high we were, and high on our minds. And full moon, looking over the clouds, and Hilton just stands there and goes, and summons the coyotes and wolves of the canyon. Like the whole fucking valley. And I am chilled to the bone just thinking about it now. No joke. I look over at Hilton and he's standing there. I wish you could see this, but because it's a podcast, you can't. But just picture a little round Jewish man with a beard in a dark cloak standing there with his arms spread going, and summoning the wolves. Lorenzo, so help me, his eyes were iridescent.
Wow.
They were like The pupils were gone. It was just weird light shining out of them.
It's like a Stephen King film.
Yes. And I felt like a power I've never felt before. And I'm like, something's wrong. It didn't feel wrong. It was
Right.
just like, this isn't normal.
He just tapped into an energy.
He went, and I'm like, that's what you wanted to show me? I wanted to run out of there because, I like horror movies. I was
Right.
like, he's going to kill me. Yeah, so that was like a really...
Well, he was a powerful guy.
Yeah. And it's too bad he had all these great powers, but, Hilton, the guy never had a job. He just kind of lounged around, got high, saw a couple clients here and there, and basically hung out his whole life. He could have done a lot more with that power is.
Probably.
I think he got a little bitter. So when I got married, I'm sorry I'm jibber-jabbering so much. When I got married, you remember, Halloween wedding, and it was October 31st, 1999, and it was a beautiful Sunday, and Hilton was our officiate. So we got to spend time with him. He married my wife and I. He totally got his license to do so in the state of California. So he thought this was going to be his new career. He's like, get me more people to marry. And I'm like, Hilton, first of all, I got married on Halloween. No one does that. Secondly, all of my friends are not getting married on Halloween and having your weird ass there.
in your black cloak and hood.
Staff and iridescent eyes.
Like Gandalf or something.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, he was a great guy, and like a lot of people, he said, "I don't feel well" one day, and then he was dead 3 weeks later.
Yeah, it was
it
really
was
weird.
very, very sudden.
Very, very sudden.
So you just never know when your last day on Earth is, and you have to, like you did, you just have to enjoy life until you can't.
Yeah,
And he did.
Cancer.
He did live his life to the end.
What's
as much
crazy?
as he could.
He helped so many people. I mean, my God, who
true.
I consider my grandma was my stepdad's mom, Phyllis. His sister, Phyllis, a.k.a. Faggy. Do you know why they called her Faggy?
No.
I don't either. Anyhow.
I think it might be her Jewish name.
Oh, is that it?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I loved her so much.
She was amazing.
Loved all the siblings. I love your stepmom, Sheila, of course. And,
Yeah.
all the siblings are great. But Hilton, of course, I had a very dear bond with him. And, he was starting to help her when she got sick. And then he went into this place where he was kind of helping people to the other side. And he absorbed a lot of death. Like, he would just go hang out in hospitals. He would tell me.
Right.
I go to hospitals now, and I help people see themselves to the other side.
Dude, we're going to end this show, if you don't mind, with a track from an album I produced.
Sure.
Called Life Force. And it's like a meditation record.
You did a meditation record with Hilton?
With Hilton. I directed him. I co-wrote it with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
so hang out
did
to
you
the end
listen
of this.
to that track that I posted on?
I listened a little bit, not the whole thing.
How could you? It was 1 minute long.
Okay, then I listened to the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
We're going to end with a track from that album.
Yeah.
And
You'll hear
you'll get a
Hilton's voice.
gist of Hilton.
But no, he was working.
And it might help everyone listening ascend to the other side.
Absolutely. So he was helping more people with illness and like really bad illness.
Like the Green Mile.
Oh, yeah.
Just absorbing their shit.
Completely. And I think that had a lot to do actually with his demise and his saying that his mantra became "it doesn't matter." But towards the end there, the last time I saw him in California, he came out, and I don't know why I was doing this, but I had a couple side gigs where I was helping dying people. I was just being their assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I fell into it, but I did it with a few people. And then I wound up with this lady named Marlene, and she was kind of a makeup artist and kind of lived in this weird little apartment in just a block away from me, actually. But I started to see her, and she had no money. So I took little to no cash under the table just to kind of help her out with errands and shopping and whatever. And I said to her one day, because she was fairly open to like the mystic arts, and I said, "Hey, my uncle is coming to town, and he's a real trip, and he helps people with their cancer, and she had stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh.
He helps people with their illness." And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll see him. Okay, well, he charges this much, but I can get you the friend and family rate, whatever. I said, the only thing I asked Hilt, because I kind of brokered this deal of him to come over to maybe potentially help Marlene. The only thing I asked Hilton is if I could watch him in action, like in a full session.
Sure, just don't get too freaked out.
I'm like, okay. So basically, I'm sitting there in Marlene's apartment, and she's sitting in a director's chair with her eyes closed, and Hilton is kind of walking around her and telling her things that should be thinking about and seeing and, using your third eye. And he put her in this really relaxed state or whatever, and it seemed fine. So he leaves, and I drove him over. So he steps outside, and I just wanted to check in with her. And I said, how you doing? She goes, I can't believe you just brought death into my house. Like she saw Hilton as death incarnate.
Oh, she saw him as pushing her closer to death.
Yes, which she needed to be pushed.
I guess so.
Lorenzo, she was fighting death.
I see.
And as a result, she was going bankrupt. She was, doing everything but chemo and doing everything but radiation and all the, she was doing all kinds of crazy herbs and oils and spices that went nowhere.
Right.
They didn't do anything for her. This actually helped her. And it wasn't too long after that she succumbed.
Really?
Yeah.
So he actually did push
I
her.
think so.
And probably made, it's bad that she died, but it was probably for the best.
Yeah. And I saw that dude in power. I saw him work with her. So
Right.
A very cherished, special fella.
Right.
And I found out, I'm up in wine country. I knew it was coming, but I was hoping I could still get out there and see him before he passed.
Right.
But man, no, he was gone.
It just happened too quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I found out on a cruise ship, which, kind of put a malaise over the
You
the
went on your
experience.
first ever Mexican Riviera cruise.
I went because of my parents.
Of course.
It wasn't something that I sought to do.
Yeah, but this isn't what you do.
It's not what I do. It's not my first choice regarding travel or...
So how was it?
It
As
was-
a man who's been all over the world, Airbnb,
let me preface...
swimming with whale sharks.
Right. Let me preface by saying the underlying layer of the whole thing, I made my parents very happy.
Oh, good.
My parents are Vic and Sheila, and they were very happy. and their wedding anniversary is New Year's Eve. We were all together on this
that's
cruise
great.
ship
I didn't know
for
that.
New Year's. They were very happy. My dad
Right.
kept saying, I'm so happy we're all together.
Yeah.
And that's great. Take the most mediocre Las Vegas hotel casino
Oh, God.
with all of the people that frequent that casino.
Yeah.
Put it on its side and throw it in the ocean. And that's what it was.
To be fair, you went on a Carnival cruise.
I went on a Carnival
That's sort
cruise.
of like the ass end of cruise
Well,
liner.
I have nothing to compare it to, and I don't want to ever compare it to anything else because I'm
We
not
sh-
going.
We should mention that before we went on the cruise, you went on the cruise. I didn't go. We went out to dinner with
Right.
our wives.
Yes.
And then we went back to my place, and I showed you an episode of the
Of
Love
the
Boat.
Love Boat.
So was it like the Love Boat?
I would have so much loved being on the Love Boat, so much better. There's pros and cons.
All right, take me through the process. You get on the ship.
You get on the ship, and
I've done this, but for our audience,
understand.
your perspective.
my perspective. I mean,
Your cabin.
a cabin. It was very small.
Yeah, I told you that.
It's really small. Of course, you have a balcony. It looks over the water. Okay,
I
fine.
didn't have that.
Well, I did.
On any of my cruises.
I did spring extra for the
That's
balcony. I
nice.
thought, if anything, I want to look at the
That's
ocean.
very nice.
But
You have to admit, that part was amazing.
It was nice. It was nice. We saw whales from the balcony one day. That was cool. But everyone kept telling me, it's a big cruise ship. They have these amazing stabilizers. You're not going to feel
What's a
anything.
stabilizer? Oh, you
Like,
got sick.
No, I didn't get sick, but we felt every single movement. We felt every wave. And
Really?
every single room, whether it was a restaurant or whether it was a theater, everything shook like a
Swayed.
5-point earthquake.
Oh, God.
It was like being in a 5-point earthquake for a week.
Did you take Dramamine?
No, I didn't. It didn't affect me that much. There was one night where it was swaying back and
Oh,
forth.
God,
It
no.
felt like you were rolling on.
That's not what you want.
And I woke up with a headache, but it was not pleasant.
It didn't rock you to sleep at night.
No. You had to fight it to try to tweak out your mind so you could go to sleep.
Oh, my God.
So that wasn't pleasant. I have to admit, besides it being on the ship wasn't not my thing. The staff, the crew,
Yeah.
was amazing.
That's great.
They were amazing people.
The
They-
Love Boat. That's good.
They were. I mean, even if they had a bad day, they didn't show it. They were.
Wow.
They would bend over backwards to make you happy, and they were very efficient and very hardworking, and that was great. The food was crap.
Did you go to the buffets?
Oh yeah, it was awful. And
Did you watch I told you to watch the belly flop contest. Did you watch that?
they didn't have one.
They didn't?
No,
Oh.
there was no belly flop contest.
Did a guy walk around saying more rum, more fun?
No,
Oh.
No.
Well, you went on a shitty cruise.
it wasn't great.
Cruises I went on were awesome.
It was great being with the family,
Yeah.
but I wish we were in a cabin in the mountains somewhere.
Wow.
So the cruise ship dynamic for me, I know a lot of people. It does float their boat,
Right.
But it doesn't float my boat.
how was the excursion? Like getting off?
Getting off was okay. You have to sort of wait and check out and
right.
show your ID. I went snorkeling in Cabo with my niece and my wife. That was pretty cool.
That's great.
We saw some whales and
Yeah.
all the creatures of the deep.
Did you do the tequila tasting?
No.
Oh.
One thing that was weird, and they don't tell you this, is that the Carnival ship has its own time zone. So it isn't on the same time as the land that you're going. So it's an hour behind.
Weird.
Or if you go down Mexico and you're now going past the date line where it's 2 hours ahead, then the ship is 2 hours behind. So my sister booked a tour that we were supposed to be on this tour at 10 o'clock. But 10 o'clock, Puerto Vallarta time.
Right.
Because the ship went to Cabo and Puerto Vallarta.
Right.
But the ship is on its own time. So the ship is 2 hours off. So by the time that you get off the ship, you're late by 2 hours. And they don't tell you that. So we had to cancel it and and it never happened and
geez.
So we had to get off and once you get off the boat, I mean it's they're just there waiting for you. They're just saying, you want this, and a tour and this and that.
Did you have an iguana sit on your shoulder?
Didn't have an iguana sit, but we went into the rainforest.
Oh,
We
wow.
just hired a driver with myself and my parents and my wife and went into the rainforest in a van for the day.
Now,
So-
how are your folks moving around as old folks?
they're slow.
Yeah.
They're slow. It was a lot of
No
elevators.
canes, though.
No canes.
That's great.
No, they can move.
Yeah.
It was just, they don't like a lot of stairs.
And Sheila got the news about her beloved brother because they were very close.
Yeah.
Midway through the cruise. So
Right.
how did that affect
Yeah.
things?
Sheila, my stepmother, within 2 days of the cruise, got the notice that her brother died.
Yeah.
So we're on the cruise. We can't really go back. So now she has to sort of put on a happy face and enjoy it as much as she can in the back of her mind knowing her brother died.
Oh boy.
So that was tough.
So was she crying? Was
Yeah, I mean, she was upset,
Yeah.
but she put on a good face.
Wow.
She tried to have as much fun as she can.
Wow.
So that was my New Year's.
Any entertainment? Did you see comedians?
We
or-
saw comedians. Actually, I have to admit, the comedian we saw, I don't remember the guy's name. He was really funny.
Oh, good.
That
So you at
was
least
good.
had some laughs.
We had some laughs, and we saw a movie. They had a movie night.
What movie?
And what did we see? We saw.
The Poseidon Adventure. Titanic.
Which, yeah, that would have been great. It was the movie that was Spider-Man 3, I think.
Oh, with Paul Giamatti as Rhino?
No, maybe it was 2 then.
Oh, with Dr. Octopus?
Yeah, I think it was that
That's
guy.
a weird choice.
It was
Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus?
Was it that one?
Or
No.
was it Spider-Man Homecoming with Michael Keaton as the Vulture?
That's what it was.
How was it? Yeah, I don't watch superhero movies.
Yeah, it was. That wasn't the
I
best
love
one.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
I mean, I used to collect comic books, but
yeah. No, but
No.
we did it. It
Yeah.
was all right. We were frankly counting down the days.
Oh.
It was great being with the family, but we're done with the cruise
But wait a
ships.
minute, I told you to go stand up on top of the cruise
We did.
at night.
We did.
And
We actually did that. That was the one cool
Right?
thing we did was that there was a big party for New Year's,
Yes.
and it was a crowd of people on deck 9,
Yeah.
the Lido deck.
Yeah.
So we went to deck 10 because we didn't want to be in the crowd, but we were
Yeah.
looking down on the crowd.
Yeah.
And as we walked up, a guy says, "Look up at the sky."
Yeah.
And there was a full moon. But you know how sometimes there was a full moon and there's a ring around the moon?
Yeah.
This ring was enormous.
Wow.
It was like the planet Saturn.
Wow.
It looked like a full moon with a gigantic, huge ring around it.
Holy shit.
Never seen anything like it.
That's cool.
In the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
That's
So
cool.
And then we were looking down at the party going down. That was kind of a cool night. Then it was midnight and we went to sleep.
See, I when I went on the Mexican Riviera, let's just say I hooked up with a guy who got me my first ever Cuban cigar.
Oh.
So my wife said, I understand that this is a very big deal to you because I love cigars. And I'd never had a Cuban and, have at it. So I went up to the top of the ship. It wasn't a Carnival. I think we were on something much better, but Celebrity or something. So I'm at the top of the ship out in the middle of the Mexican Riviera. No moon, all stars. And I start smoking this Cuban cigar. And it's a big, dark, moist.
Big, fatty.
Moist.
Brown.
Aromatic, woven by masters cigar. Lorenzo, I've never done LSD, but I began to trip harder than I've ever tripped.
Oh, it made you high.
Oh yeah, and it was laced with something, and all I'm doing is lying on a lounge chair, staring at the endless verse atop a luxury cruise liner in the middle of with like the weather was so perfect. It was like 72 with little hints of 58, like breezes.
Wow. While you're getting this major buzz off this cigar.
I'm just lying back in a lounge chair, staring upward, and I am in ecstasy. So I had a very different experience than you.
I did not have that experience.
And I got off and did tequila tastings, and are you kidding? Mazatlan? It was unbelievable.
Wow.
We went far from the ship, all the way up to this remote village where all we did was, like, eat authentic food, hang out with locals, play with the kids. Like, they're down playing dice or whatever, I mean, it was so authentic. Like the purest, most remote Mexican village. And then having, these gourmet tequilas that they make. Well, not gourmet, but for them it's gourmet. And then you have a siesta. And it's like you wake up and you don't know where you are. And it's like, holy shit, it's 5:30, the sun's setting. I got to get back to the ship.
Wow.
It's great.
I might, in my mind, pretend that I had that experience.
Instead, you're seeing Spider-Man movies.
I'm seeing Spider-Man movies. And
what was the worst food item you ate?
Only one?
No, I'll have them all, but like...
I mean...
you blocked it all out.
Yeah, pretty much. It was all crap.
See, listen to me very carefully. If you're going to do a podcast, you're supposed to take note. You can't just go over vaguely. You're supposed to get detailed. Because this is a theater of the mind experience.
All right.
So if I ask you what your worst food is, you're supposed to say, oh, okay, so... Wednesday morning, I wake up, we go to the buffet, I have these eggs, and for some reason, I thought it was cheese on top of them, but it was another kind of smegma entirely. Now you're creating entertaining content. For you to just sit there and disappoint me by going, I don't remember what bad food I
blocked it all out because it was one gigantic...
I'm trying to make this story interesting. Will you start taking notes?
I will take notes of all the crap food that I eat on cruise ships.
Have I taught you nothing about this format?
I guess you've taught me nothing. You're the worst teacher ever.
Oh,
it was crap. But
I'm
you know what?
I'm glad you had fun with the family.
I did. It was good being together.
You love your dad.
I do.
You and your dad are so close. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Because I
do have a great dad.
My dad died before I was born.
I know.
And I look at you and your dad. I'm like, they have what I want. They have the best. You guys are friends.
We are. We're buds.
You call each other up and just
talk.
Yeah. It's so great.
Yes, we're lucky.
And he's doing well.
He's doing very well. He's going to be 82 this year, and he's doing great.
Wow. And he's tall.
Well, he's 6'2". Oh, I must admit, as time goes on, gravity's starting to...
Yes.
He's starting to...
I've noticed that.
He's hunching over.
Yeah,
he's like the hunchback. A little Quasimodo action.
Oh, we love Victor.
Yes, we do.
Well, I'm sorry it didn't work out. I had an amazing trip.
Tell me.
New Year's. I went... we decided 6 days, half of it in Los Olivos, which is sideways country. So we stayed at the newly refurbished former Windmill Inn, Sideways Inn.
Now, this is one of your favorite movies of all time.
Oh, it's a soul picture. It's definitely in my top 5. If anyone's never seen Sideways, you got to see it. So right there is all the iconic, because that film, especially Rex Pickett, the novelist that the film was based on, he wrote 3 novels of these characters, Jack and Miles, and all their shenanigans in wine country. So this really put or revitalized Buellton and Los Olivos and Solvang. That whole region is just sideways country now. So we stayed at the Sideways Inn, and I got to tell you, it was great because they had fire pits. And I don't have a lot of experience sitting around in a... I used to camp, so, you'd make a fire, but you never really... They had these beautiful chairs. What are those called? Those big wooden Johnnies that are like beach chairs, but they're made of wood.
Right.
They're a certain kind of chair.
Okay.
But
they're made for the outside.
You sink down into them. Yeah, they're weatherproof, and you're sitting around a blazing fire pit, and you're watching the spirits dance in the flames. Loved it. So you get your wine. I wrote down the 3 new wineries I went to.
Now, did you make the fire yourself?
No.
Okay, so they make a fire every night.
They make a fire every night. And it's so great because the Sideways Inn, the room was great. You got a little free shitty breakfast in the morning. And it's attached to some place called, what the hell was it called? Oh, my God. Flying Flags RV Park. So I'm into, Class C camper vans. I'm into looking at RVs. I go to RV shows. I'm into that whole, like, I want to hit the road on an RV.
Airstreams and all that stuff.
Well, Airstreams are they're overpriced and a little small.
Oh.
But like, I'm Albert Brooks in Lost in America. Let's touch Indians, you know. So we took walks at night with the dogs through this RV park. And dude, here it is. It's, New Year's. It's the ass end of the holiday season. So you've got all these RVs that have been there since before Christmas. And they have setups you wouldn't believe. Awnings and grills and their own fire pits and Christmas trees and weird little lights. And I got so into just checking out the setups.
Right. I mean, they're bringing sort of like their McMansion dynamic into the RV park.
Yeah, but they get so creative. The thing that kind of got on my nerves after day one was the fact that, and I love kids, but wow, there were a lot of children, because it's the holidays and kids aren't going to school, so they bring their kids. So a lot of big wheels and bikes and kids and noise. And I couldn't tell if this park, they had one corner over there is for, your high-end cabins. One's for your more affordable cabins. Over here is like a Caribbean pool scene, and in the middle it's just like this apocalyptic world,
right,
where everyone is living
it's
in RVs.
It's a free-for-all.
But I don't know if they have an adult section and a kid section, because it seemed like the section we kept walking through was inundated with kids. And that was the only thing that was kind of annoying. So I have to think forward to, if I get into this RV culture, I got to remember to hook up at places where when kids are in school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But oh my God, it was so beautiful. And so we discovered Sunstone Winery. That was day one. Unbelievable titles. And then there was Artiste Winery. That's in downtown Los Olivos. Dude, you get to try wine, all kinds of wine, lots of blends, while you paint and or draw. So
wow. They give you a canvas?
A canvas and paint. I don't really paint. I don't like painting, but I tried it. So I painted like Robert Smith of The Cure. And you're standing there, drinking wine and painting. Well, people are bound to come up and look at what you're painting. So I had an audience. So I'm sitting here painting Robert Smith of The Cure. I had this audience, this totally hot chick with a ring of flowers in her hair comes up to me and goes, "It's my birthday. Can I have that?"
Whoa.
I said, "Of course," because I didn't want it. So I tore it off and I gave it to her and took a little photo with her. So that's a really cool place.
That was very cool. That's very fun.
Yeah. And then Edna Valley, just unbelievable tasting room. It's huge and glassy, and you're staring out over endless vineyards. And that place we hit on the way back, and I need to go back there. But the one place that was a knockout, and this was on New Year's Day, there's a place up there, you would love it. I believe it's called Hamala Beach. That's with a J.
Okay.
So it turned out on New Year's Day, which we didn't know, all the wineries were closed. I thought they'd all be open. I was wrong. The Lompoc Wine Ghetto that we went to, all closed.
Right. Well, they're all hungover from the night before.
But I thought, good business day, you got a lot of people. I was wrong. So, and I don't really know Los Olivos, Santa Barbara wine country as well as I know Paso, so I didn't know what the hours were going to be. So we decided, fuck it, we'll drive all the way out to the water and just look at the ocean, because there's the coastline there. And Nicole says, well, we can go check out this Hamala Beach. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, it's one way in, one way out. It's like a windy road that takes 50 minutes to drive.
Oh.
It's like the road to Hana in Hawaii. I'm
right.
like, holy shit, let's do it. So we drive this windy road, unbelievable drive. You get all the way out there, and there is a beach. It's the furthest portion of coastline in the central coast of California. It's the most remote.
Okay.
And it is like, I'm telling you, man, it's like Star Wars. Like the beach was like a Star Wars beach. Like I've never seen rock formations like this. I haven't seen a beach with tar on it since I was a kid. Just tar splattered rocks, endless beach, cliffs, treacherous cliffs. And the Hamala Beach proper, once again, RV park. And then there's this little bar and grill that serves these legendary hamburgers.
Right.
So now you're eating beach burgers, you're getting a big beer in your gut, you're looking at people and bikers, you got all the Harley riders coming out, and you got this Star Wars beach.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, dude, it was so fucking fun. So fun.
Wow.
And then we continued further north to Cayucas.
Next year, New Year's, I'm going to be with you.
We know how to do it.
Yes, you do.
I'm telling you, we really do. And God bless my wife, because she is just such a good little navigator.
She's an amazing researcher, too.
She does the research.
She knows exactly where to go.
I say to her, hey, remember a couple years ago we went to that lavender field? I want to go there again. Great. She figures out where it is again. Boom, we're at the lavender fields. You know, I mean, we spent so much money on lavender. But
lavender soaps and
everything,
underwear,
lotions. And I tell you what, and this is one thing that I wanted to start out before we went to death. This is the time of year.
I thought you would love to go to death.
This is the time of year that I love the most, because if you're in SAG or any of these unions, you get screeners. And it's all of the movies that are being nominated, and you get to watch them, and you get to choose who you want for, you know, you get a ballot and you get to vote. So I vote for the SAG Awards every year, whatever. I don't care about the voting. I just want the free movies because I'm paying the fucking dues. And I thought about you because... I brought some movies over for you, but
you did. Thank you very much.
I was like, he always says, "No, I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't like watching. I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV." I tell you what, with all my injuries and ailments and setbacks physically, I have been couchbound. I've never been happier. I love moving around. I swear to God,
you've been a couch potato for a month.
I love watching TV so much. I love it. That's like my new favorite thing. I've got to get things done. I barely draw anymore. I've got
oh, dude, you got to change that.
I've got production stuff to deal with because I'm kind of getting into this little thing I want to direct.
You have a stack of dishes a mile high?
No. The cleanliness is
okay.
The dishes
that's
are
a
always
constant. Okay, thank God, because I'm not coming over if that's true.
No, I swear, dude, I'm watching these screeners. Some of the best movies I've seen in years this year. This was an amazing year for film. And then, are you kidding me? You go over to the Netflix, all these stuff. You can't keep up with it. There's so much good stuff. The world is so horrible. I just want to hide in my condo and watch. I can't do it because I seriously start to go crazy. But I'm the total opposite of you because you don't watch anything.
Right.
They just added a second season of El Chapo to Netflix.
Right.
How am I going to get through 12 episodes of El Chapo before
you'll
Thursday?
do it.
No,
you will.
I won't. This is my point. I love it so much, I can't do it.
Cancel your trip.
I'm not a good TV watcher. I love doing it. It's my favorite thing now. I can't get enough of it, but I start to go crazy. I get very antsy.
Well, you have things to do, which is why
I don't want to do anything.
All right.
What's the point? We're all going to die this year. There's going to be a bomb dropped on us.
Really?
I mean, this maniac in the White House is leading us to. He wants it all to end.
Yes, he does.
That's his.
Well, he wants it to end enough, but he still wants a post-presidential TV show. He wants enough people around to at least get an audience for the Trump show.
Listen, forget everything. For the 3 people who listen to this show, forget the future. It's not going to happen. We've learned this firsthand. This year started out with a terrible death in our family, Lorenzo and mine. Forget the future. Just live and get yourself a nice TV, mount it on the wall, get yourself a little speaker system, get yourself some great wines from the Central Coast, and just watch stuff.
No, I'm not saying that doesn't sound amazing. It actually does. Maybe you might convert me.
Yeah, like I have so much to do, but when I get home, I'm going to try to get at least 1 episode of El Chapo in.
Okay, which means 4.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, seriously. I think you would love these drug cartel shows.
I'm not saying I wouldn't love it all. I'm sure I would love everything. It's not that there's not
Pablo Escobar. Come on.
The amount of quality on TV and film right now is stellar. I just don't have all that time.
That's great. Dude, I'm telling you, like Narcos, for example. Let's just say, and I'm going to give a spoiler away. It's based on history, so if you don't like what I'm about to say, don't listen. But Pablo Escobar is in the first 2 seasons.
Right.
And, Pablo died.
Right.
Well, they added a 3rd season, and what are you going to do with no Pablo? It's probably just as good.
Son of Pablo?
As the first 2. No, you would think.
Right.
But there are other guys. See, there were so many guys.
Right.
There were the 5 kings, the kingpins, all the guys that wanted Pablo's business. And you're getting into all their...
And they're fighting amongst themselves to get the lion's share of the territory.
Lorenzo, before you know it, months have gone by of your life that are gone. My life. Because I'm watching these shows.
So you're enjoying yourself.
And I don't miss it.
You're closer to death than most.
I don't miss it. I don't miss. Oh my God! I just burned through 3 seasons of Narcos. I don't miss that time. It's gone.
Do you feel your blood stagnating in your body?
No, I'm telling you.
Are your brain cells on hold, not regenerating as much?
No, I feel like I'm learning a lot and I'm very stimulated.
So it's educational.
No, I'm telling you why I'm bad. I can't sit for too long. Plus, it doesn't. I have Barney Fife the Chug now, who you finally met.
That's right.
My little Chihuahua.
You have
Chug.
A brand new Chihuahua Chug.
He is a little Spitfire. That dude's got to hit the streets. He needs to
cutie.
walk. He needs to walk.
He's half Chihuahua, half pug.
Yes.
He's a chug.
He's a chug, and he's amazing, and he's great for us. And Malcolm is spry again, so I have to take my dogs out, man.
Right.
I got to take power.
At least you're moving.
And listen, you think my wife's going to allow me to sit down all day watching TV?
Yes.
No, not my wife. She's cracking the whip. I don't even turn my TV on until 5 o'clock.
She doesn't sit down and say, "Hey, let's watch." Pablo.
She promised me she would. We had a great storm. Remember a great storm that came in?
Yeah.
Last week, and it wiped out everything. Blinding sheets of rain, and I said, "Here's an opportunity. Why don't we do 2 screeners today? This is like a big deal because she doesn't do double features.
Because that would be sitting on your couch for 4 hours.
Yeah, and she goes, that sounds good. Are you kidding? She was working all day long. We only got 1 movie. She promised me the moon and the stars. She gave me nothing. So I just wound up watching some El Chapo while it rained. And we're on the 4th floor. You can just hear the rain pounding. And then you think it's acid rain.
Right.
Because everything is apocalyptic right now.
Of course. At least in your mind. Especially you're watching El Chapo.
El Chapo!
I mean, your dreams must be amazing. Do you dream that you're being hunted by a drug cartel?
Yes. I have a terrible fear of chainsaws. Terrible. All these years
you
of
should have a
Leatherface.
terrible fear of drug dealing, actually.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't steal from these guys.
No.
That's the worst thing you can do.
Right.
I don't care if it's a taco shell. Do not steal from drug cartel guys.
Right.
You'll get it.
Now, I know you're not a big resolution guy, but I am going to ask the proverbial New Year's question. It's now 2018. Do you want to do anything different? Do you want to achieve anything? Is it just, I want to watch more TV? I know that you got some cool things happening on the business voiceover end. Is it just, you just living day to day? Are you living more of a Hilton Silverman existence?
No, I don't want to be that. I love Hilton, but I don't want to emulate that. No. I did not make resolutions.
All right.
I mean, obviously, I want to be more fit.
You want to be more fit? Like watching 18 hours of TV a day isn't
you're
making you
not.
more fit.
I guess I'm not clear to you that I'm telling you that it's hard for me to do that. I have to move. But the point is, I've actually dropped some weight.
All right.
And I have been moving around more, but I have been incapacitated with a pinched nerve.
Right, and the foot thing.
A sprained ankle.
You're fucking falling apart.
I got the accident, so my back. I got arthritis in my right foot. Which your wife called the gout. Are you sure it's not the gout? I'm not Henry VIII. I'm not that much of a slug. I'm not Jabba the Hutt. I'm moving.
Right.
I'm moving my body. But you're one to talk. We'd have guys, Dan, you come over 9 hours for watching stuff.
That's true.
But that's like, once every
3 months.
8 months. I love how I said 8 and you said 3.
Well, it feels like 3.
Because we haven't done it in so long.
Because we're doing this, frickin' podcast.
I understand.
Right.
But no, what are your resolutions?
I just
more Airbnb.
My life, I don't have a resolution. I'm like you. I live my life, try to live it day by day.
Yeah.
I want to make a lot of music.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of the world. I want to be healthy. I want to move. I don't want to watch a bunch of TV, but I do want to be entertained.
Yeah.
I want to be as creative as possible.
That's all beautiful, man.
That's all really it.
This is why it saddens me that you couldn't even enjoy, like, even if the cruise was shit, like, you couldn't even.
There were pockets of enjoyment. It wasn't 7 days of crap.
Everything for me is like a gonzo journalism experiment now.
All
like
right.
Every adventure has to be that. You've got to find the humor in everything.
Right. I tried.
Yeah.
But there were moments where, just regarding all of the people you think that would be on that kind of cruise were.
Of course.
And it was just.
And you're stuck behind them walking down a long hallway to the buffet.
Absolutely.
And then the buffet, dude. Come on. It's a nightmare. It's a Ralph Steadman drawing. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's true. But, again, attitude is everything. I didn't have a bad attitude.
Right.
I had a bad attitude before the cruise.
Yeah.
But once I got on the cruise, it's like I have to change my mind or I'm going to be, living.
And
in a
they
house.
have gyms on the cruise. Did you
I was
work
in
out?
the gym. I did work out.
Yeah.
I worked out in the gym. I went in the jacuzzi every
Yeah.
night. One night with my dad, we had a nice talk in the
That's
jacuzzi. I went snorkeling with my niece. I slept.
Active. Hey, listen.
I try to be active.
So that's the thing.
So there you go.
I just got the green light from the chiro during this treatment. I can up the cardio. I did. Like
So you're getting better.
Oh, yesterday I took we took an hour-long super walk.
Oh, there you
that I haven't
go.
done. And I got
so you're
new
not
shoes.
this decrepit skeleton.
No, but I keep telling you that, and you're not listening to me. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm telling you that I love watching TV. So all my free time, all I want to do is that. I can't do it. All I want to do is that because I love it so much.
I understand.
TV's the greatest.
I understand. The desire is there, but you still have to be an active, engaged human being. You can't be a slob
I'm
watching every
creating
show ever
content,
made.
But right now, like I still can't lift weights yet. Which is really driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I can't. They're telling me I can't. All these doctors. You take it easy. Take it easy.
Well, you don't want to, break a rib. or you don't
Well,
wanna,
I'm not gonna. I'm not that fragile. I'm just saying. No, we're not gonna be Hilton. We're gonna start moving our body again
Good.
in the new year. Well, it is the new year, and boy, oh boy, we're gonna treat television as a reward.
That's a great attitude.
Make sure that, but see, I did that before.
It's like having one thing of chocolate. I'm
Yes.
only going to have one as my little reward, but then the box is gone.
I am not going to call anyone out. I'm not going to name names, but we both know I have a very dear friend. You know him very well. He watches TV 24/7.
Right.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
That's all he does. And this is,
And he's a really creative guy.
oh, he's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Let's just say that he watches it 24/7. The TV never goes off.
Ooh.
He falls asleep. That's the one thing. Can you sleep with a fucking TV?
No.
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 No. Other friends of mine, they have the TV. It has to be in the bedroom on. We have a TV in the bedroom.
So
you know when it goes
it's
on?
like a voice talking in the background.
Yeah.
For them.
I guess. You know when it goes on?
No.
If there's a high-speed chase and I'm in bed. I'll watch that on the TV in the bedroom. The TV in the bedroom is always off.
Mm-hmm.
It's never on. I cannot have a TV putting me to sleep. And they'll set the alarm. Our friend who watches TV 247 doesn't set the alarm. But, oh my God, I would be stuck with my grandma having to sleep in bed with her when I was growing up, when my mom would drop me off. And she would have the TV on all night. It drove me nuts.
I can't have it.
And then you wake up in the morning and it's back in the day, it was like, whatever. We had 5 channels and then snow. And then you'd wake up bleary-eyed at 4:30 a.m. and it would be the sign-off. It would
Right.
be like the national anthem
It'd be
or
the
something.
test pattern.
I can't do it.
No.
So listen, if you're listening and you fall asleep to a TV, stop it.
It's bad for you.
Yeah, turn all
it
media off. I don't have a phone by my bed charging at night. I have it in the living room. I'm done with the phone.
I turn it off.
Turn it. Well, you turn it off. We're at the fix and this guy's turning it off. I'm outside texting him. Sorry, I had to get out of there. The guy next to me, and the whole time you weren't getting the text because the phone was in the car.
I'm there to see a concert, not look at my phone.
Yeah, but you're at the Canyon Club and watching the fix. There's a difference. I can understand if you're paying big bucks at the bowl.
It's not a big bucks issue. I want to enjoy music, not my phone.
It's too hot in that place.
All right, we're not going back.
Well, it depends on who it is. Who's on the lineup?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
Well,
I hope it's a good year for you. Do you want to have any spoiler alerts now that we're after the New Year's? You mentioned this before. This is not telling a secret that you are now the voice of Chester Cheetah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been great.
So what's happening for 2018 in the world of Chester Cheetah?
Oh, well.
What can we look forward to?
Oh, God. Well, listen, I mean, I've recorded many commercials. And
that are yet to be aired.
Yes.
And this is
there
TV,
are some airing now.
TV and web or mostly web?
No. This is like movie theaters.
Oh, wow.
This is like big.
So you go to the movies and you see a Chester Cheetah ad or for Cheetos. It's
Right.
you.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, and there's commercials airing now, and we just had a unbelievable. Well, there was the okay. Go online and type Cheetos teach me how to curl. Did you see the music video?
I did.
It's awesome.
It was fantastic.
It's awesome. So I got that going, and hey, man, December I was recording Chester like crazy.
Wow. I hope there's a lot more of that this year.
So yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's going to be great, and hey, listen, even the work I did in December, that'll carry through. And I've got this, it's funny. We talked about that documentary that I was making on my high school drama teacher.
Right.
I still have that footage, and I was putting it all together. But unfortunately, a certain member of the Hollywood community who was involved in the story of, Kevin Spacey, okay?
Right.
Well, once he got in trouble, it kind of put a real damper on my doc.
Was he mentioned in the doc?
Oh, there's so much about him in the doc that it kind of ruined my
your
libido.
impetus to do it. Yeah.
No, it ruined the 45 minutes I had precisely cut.
Oh.
Yeah,
You have to recut it now.
No, I'm not doing it as a movie anymore.
Are you going to get Christopher Plummer to play Kevin Spacey in your doc?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I still got the footage.
Right.
I'm not making a movie about it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm just doing little segments.
Fucking Kevin Spacey. Oh, dude.
Let's just say it got ruined.
Oh, okay.
So I got that, and I'll get back to that. But I've got a project that I'm going to be directing that I'm really excited about.
Oh.
in the coming months.
You can't say what it is?
No, it's just a little horror web series that
right.
my
that's
friend
cool.
Brett Pearsons and I wrote together.
That's cool. I look forward to that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So no, I'm gonna be productive. I'm not just gonna be sitting there,
Watching El Chapo forever.
Yeah, there's only 12 episodes.
All
And
right.
once that's over, it's like, all right, I guess I better get up and go make something.
Right.
I will make something
Good.
substantial.
So you're going to have a very creative year yourself.
Of course.
Well, good.
No, I can't not be creative, you lunatic. I'm just saying that television is the greatest thing in the world. Right now.
Today.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
Until your brain explodes and drips out of your ears.
Screeners, movies. This Shape of Water is beautiful.
It is.
The Disaster Artist.
I can't wait to see it.
Hilarious. Are you kidding me? This Florida project? You got to see that one. I'll get you that one.
Give me that one.
So good.
There's an amazing just string of great films all together.
Of a sudden.
You go from nothing but crap coming out for years. Now you've got everything was saved up.
Get Out.
That
Amazing.
Get Out was great.
Get Out. No,
I love Get Out.
No, I'm telling you to Get Out.
Okay.
No. Get Out was great. Loved it. That kid.
Phenomenal.
Daniel Cunha.
Just the story.
Oh,
the way it was written and shot and directed.
That's by Jordan Peele of
Phenomenal.
Key and Peele.
He did a great job.
He's a comic guy, and he made a beautiful,
great,
scary, chilling, great, just enough social commentary for me.
Right.
Not too much.
Right.
Just enough.
Right. And just scary enough where it's not horror.
Yeah.
It's just scary and it's all in your mind.
Well,
it's just a mind fuck, which is great.
I'd say there were elements of horror.
Yeah, elements, but not like the blood and guts kind of thing. Not too much.
Well, no matter what, don't see Darren Aronofsky's Mother, because that just put me in the fetal. I am still haunted by that film. It's extraordinary, but are you going to watch that one?
Yeah, I'm going to watch everything.
Oh, Jesus. Well, now listen. Like you are with concerts, when you're watching a film at home, do you have the phone on?
No.
That's great. Me neither.
No.
That's good.
I want to focus on what I'm watching.
That's great.
I want to experience.
But you've never been a big phone guy anyway.
No, I'm not a big phone guy.
So you've already got that to your advantage.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, those of us, and I include myself, who have become addicted to their iPhones.
And you post everything that happens to you.
I do not. What are you talking about? Me?
Well, you post a lot of what you think in the moment. Because I read them. You watch a movie and you comment on it. And you're walking down the street and you comment on something and you're commenting.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm okay. Well, if it's not interesting to you,
No,
I try to make it very interesting.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just
yeah,
saying
but no,
that's what
you're globbing me into all those idiots that you're making fun of all the time. Where I'm posting a picture of a hamburger.
No, I didn't say that.
It's the same run. It's the same.
No,
run.
it's not. I'm just saying that you
people actually like my movie reviews and listen to them and go see the movies.
All right.
People should actually be paying me.
Don't get defensive.
All of a sudden, I want to see Shape of Water because Max Koch. People actually come to me and say, "Hey, I want to know what you think." And if they say, "Oh, I want to see this movie," I say, let me know what you think. I engage with my people. So no, I'm not just posting.
I didn't say you did. You just said you were.
I don't post every thought of mine. That's what you just said I do.
I said a lot of.
I take offense to that.
All right.
I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't post every thought. When's the last thought I posted?
I haven't read your post today. I didn't log on today.
I haven't posted anything today.
All right.
Because it's Martin Luther King Day.
It is.
And I feel we should be quiet and respectful to the Reverend.
And we should think about what he said.
Thank you.
About society.
Thank you. That's what I'm doing.
All right. And then you're going to watch El Chapo.
Yeah. I'm going to watch heads get chainsawed off.
Pretty much.
Yes.
That's right.
I love that your wife is actually here today, listening to me scream.
I try to book our times when she's not here, but I did ask her to be quiet, and she gracefully said...
She's always quiet.
She's locked herself in her room while we're doing
it's
this.
not like she's not down 3 levels, but yeah. It's just funny how God knows what she's... Oh, God, he's yelling again.
Yeah, really. Hey, thanks for coming, Max. Get out of my house.
Yeah.
Well, Max,
yes.
It's great to see you.
You too, buddy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and please unfriend me from Facebook. I don't want you looking. I'm going to hide you from my post.
That's not fair.
Nope, I'm hiding you.
Oh, you're mean.
You don't get to be privy
to now you're just being mean to me.
To my content. My content, it's not that great, but it has its moments.
All right.
You didn't see the inflatable Santa train?
Not yet, no. Well, I don't go to Facebook all the time.
Good. Stay off Facebook. Don't go near my stuff. You're not welcome.
Thanks a lot. And on that note, Happy New Year to you, Max.
Happy New Year.
I hope it's a good year, at least of health.
You too, brother.
I hope that you get healthier. And that,
all right. We're done.
And get off the fucking couch.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next time.
Death is terrifying and wonderful. It is the beginning and the end of all that is physical. The soul enters the body to experience the physical realm. In doing so, it forgets who and where it came from and who it really is. From the beginning of life to the end, the soul seeks to remember who it really is. It does this through life experiences. Life force, you must believe in your humanity, but you must believe also in your divinity. Your divinity is your real truth. What is an angel but a pure loving light that has come to learn its identity? You call me master, but what am I really? I am just a reflection of you. The difference is that I recognize my divinity and am in love with it. You do not. You come to me because you long to discover your true self. I reflect to you who you are, but you are afraid to accept what you know is the truth. So I am going to be your master until you accept who you are. When you accept your divinity, we will become masters to each other. If you wish to find your true self, say to yourself often, I am. These words will guide you to your truth. Don't you see that inside all beings are masters? Even the worst of humankind has hidden in their core a divine master. Most humans have closed themselves off from their divinity. It may take many lifetimes to begin to open that which has been cemented over, but eventually the concrete begins to crack, and the tiny rays of light begin to shine through. The outcome is assured. Every human will evolve into that light that is their true essence.